Hello, it's Mary Lou, and I'm back with I know this is wiggling, but I'm back to, hi, I'm back to show you what I've started. I decided to make a fabric journal cover, and I was gonna sew this onto 110-pound cardstock, but it was too hard to do. It didn't look good, and so I undid that. And now what I decided was I put batting between this layer and the muslin. I did do a little bit of, going through here just to give it a little more, so that the center will stay together and not, wiggle all over. Then I zigzagged the edges. So that's what I have so far. I've already printed out the cardstock. I am going to glue cardstock on the inside of this so that it'll have some shape to it. I've got to make the spine so you can see it's going to look like that. This is a piece from a bed pillow sham, a really pretty one. It's polyester and it's got French words on it, I think. So it goes with the kit I'm using, which is Floral Bazaar. So there's what we have so far. I don't know if it's going to work, and you may never see this video, so we'll see how it works. All right, that's it for now. I'll come back when I'm ready to do something else. Okay, let me show you what I've done so far. I have the cover, the fabric. This I glued down. I did these two pieces, and then because I wanted this pattern to come out a little farther, I did two pieces here. I don't know that you're going to be able to see that, but there's two, this comes across this whole area. I did punch the edges, and so then I sewed around it again and up each side of the spine, just to give it some more stability and some form, because I just not into the floppy, I guess. So now what I'm working on is I found this really beautiful old, I believe it's vintage lace. It was gathered, and so I took the time to pull all the threads and set it free from the binding that kept it. And so now I'm just pinning it to see how it looks, and I think it looks pretty good. And I'll just continue doing that, and then I'll come in and glue it. I think glue will be fine for that because I use Fabri-Tac, and so it'll be good. So that's what I have so far. All right. Okay. I'm coming down the home stretch of this. I've gone all the way around. So I thought I'd do the last corner or the last stretch. So from here around to the end to show you how I'm doing it. I'm just lifting it up, running a bead of glue, along this, kind of swirly or back and forth just to get it so it's a little wider than just a string. And then I'm looking up the line and just trying to get it as straight as I can possibly. And it's not going to be perfect because remember, this is handmade. Okay, so I skip the corner, except I get right up next to it and I do go gluing around it. I hope you're able to see this. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I pull this down to about there, and then I set this one down about equal. And because it's so sticky, I thought, oh yeah, I could do this. I'm just kind of trying to, smash it down so that it makes a nice corner that's overlapped. Stay down now. If I keep touching it with my sticky fingers, sometimes it wants to lift. So I'm not putting a lid on because I'm using it a lot. Just going to put a dollop right back in there. And we'll just push it down. It doesn't want to stick, so of course it's been doing it fine for me everywhere else, huh? Okay, I'll leave it alone and just touch it when it starts getting tackier. All right, I'm going to pull this piece loose. I'm just going to go down this edge And I'm going to do a little bit of a fold over at the end. Just so it's finished, you know, have a finished edge. And if you get too much glue, here's what I've found with Fabri-Tac. Sometimes you just get too much on there, and then it's messy. But what I do is I use the sides of my hands and try to lift off some of the glue onto somewhere else on my hand, so it's not just on my fingers. My palm, you can always fix it back, move it a little bit with your thumbnail, because it stays sticky for a while. Again, it's not going to be perfectly straight, but I can play with it a little bit, and I'm all right with that. And see, now that's sticking. All the corners stuck. So what do you think? I think that looks pretty good. I like the soft edge. It brings out the cream, you know, other places. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the front yet. It's like I said, this is the first time I've done it this way, so it's a little different. And I'm not sure, we'll see. But like I've told different people, I can always pull it apart. This fabric won't be ruined. Even if I had to cut it free, you know, I could still use it for a smaller journal. But it's looking pretty good. I do like this lace. I think it's just beautiful. Very fragile and delicate. I have more threads to pull. Okay, that's where I'm at. It matches this side really well, not so much this side, but that's okay. This whole kit has got so many different colors. There's all kinds of colors throughout the pages of this, so it's going to blend nicely, I think. And we'll see how it goes. So that's where I'm leaving it for tonight. It's late. Talk to you. Okay, I'm ready now to show you. I've got my journal is done, pretty much. I think there's a couple of things I may do, but I haven't put anything on the back. But I have the cover all, and it's chunky. You can see she's a chunky girl. And I'll show you it later, but I wanted you to see the front is fairly simple, and the back is beautiful. That's just the way the fabric laid out, so that's the way it is sometimes. So I chose this image to put on the front, and I wanted her to have some lace around her, so I used more of the lace that I put around the edge of the journal and just walked it around and crimped it as I needed it to crimp, and did that. So what I've taken is a piece that I think is about the right size for the edge, this image to sit on, but I want to put lace on it, so it's kind of a lace collage. What I did was I sprayed this piece, and it didn't matter. I just grabbed a piece that was left of what I had printed for this kit, and it's one of the pages. So what I did was I did ink the edges in case anything showed, but first I laid down a piece of Milner's, and it's down not very good. I sprayed it with tacky spray, and so it didn't stick real well, but it's enough to, that's all I wanted to do, just to hold it there. So then I went and picked out an assortment of laces. So I think what I'm going to do is lay this one here just as kind of a base, and then I'm going to put this one on top of that, and I might reverse it. I'm not sure yet. I want to see how it looks both ways. Then I found this piece that I thought was kind of cool to come off that way, and I thought I'd put this one up this way. Oh wait, I found another piece. I forgot. Back up, back up. I just wanted to lay this across here just to give some more coverage. It was a piece of a doily that I had left, and so it's perfect. Then I'll lay that there, kind of hanging off, and it'll look better once I get it all glued on. I want to put that there, and I think I want to put this here, and then I found this to kind of go there. So see, it kind of surrounds where I want to put her. And I think that'll look pretty good. I might tighten it up a little bit, but I think that's going to look pretty good. What do you think? I might do more, but that's where I'm sitting right now. So I'm going to stop and glue it all together. I have a few other pieces laying here, but I don't think I need them. I think this is enough. And I want her to lay down flat. I don't want it to be too bulky. And then I'll just, when I'm done, I can take this whole piece and glue it on the cover. Okay, that's where I'm at right now. I thought I might turn you on just so you can watch me do this. I've got these pieces on, the first 3 pieces that I was going to put. I'm just laying a little bit of fabric, or 2 pieces there. Well, the third one is there. Then I have to make sure. Okay. And so I just take a few places that we know she's going to hold a lot of this down, but just want some of them to hold. Okay. That should hold that. Okay. Want that to go about there. Well, let me do this one first. And I'm just kind of dropping bits of this stringy glue. It's perfect for this. It's my go-to. What I always use. Make sure you're in frame, okay? And I'm going to lay this up here. Like that. Okay, then I want this piece over to this right top. And I want it about right there. And a lot of this is going to hang out, so I'm just going to put some on this edge piece and then we'll go from there. And I do want some of it hanging over, but I want it to pick up the edges there so they're not laying out all raw. Yeah, that's looking pretty good to me. So, the last piece I think I'm going to put on and I didn't do much of the outside edge because I want it to stick over. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. What do you think? Okay, I'm going to lay her in there. And how I'm going to do that is to add glue all the way around her again. Try not to disturb the lace I've laid down. I want to goop it up pretty good so it stays. This is going to take a lot of, you know, it's not going to be laying on its face a whole lot because it's not going to, well, it might while if the person uses it to write on. Something dark got on there. Fix that later. And I'm not going to glue her on because I'm not sure what I'm going to do for a tie. But see, that'll give some nice coverage. And I've having a, you know, I have some of the cream that's on here and some of, you know, it's all around there. And then there's some off-white stuff. There is some white here because I did include white inside, but I think that sets it off pretty nicely. I just have to figure out what I got on this. If it's a piece of lint or, yeah, there we go. Okay, I think that's it. I may add some other things, little things around, as I want to do sometimes. Yeah, okay. I want this lace to be not flat. Okay, I want some texture there. All right, that's it for now. I'll come back when I have more.